Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and today I'm gonna be playing DeathWorld. So in the previous episode we got, we extended the mall a little bit so that it's producing not only military stuff but also like humanitors, train thingies, robots. We have, we're supposed to have really good robot production now, and we managed, we got the concrete. And because we got the concrete, we were able to make the very first shots using artillery turrets right there. And I think today what I'd like to do, I'd like to maybe set up like a nice way. Okay, I'd like to set up a corner blueprint that we're using here, so that it uses artillery. Okay, how do we do this? Let's say we'll place the chest right here, the requester chest. We know that we have long inserters, so let's get a couple. We could have these two inserters. In theory, we could even... In theory, we might be able to have 4 artillery turrets placed right there. The question is, can we actually... Oh, right, we can. Look at that. We can have 4 turrets per corner, like that. Yep. I think that's what I want. Let's make a blueprint here, because, well, we need to set the request to the chest, and I don't want to, you know, have too much ammo available there. So let's maybe limit it to 10. Yeah, let's say we'll be asking for 10 artillery shells, like this. It's not a lot, but it's probably a good enough number. Let's see. So this is the part with artillery turrets, and we can build a blueprint for that. It's a corner of the wall, maybe from here up to there. Let's do this. So this is wall with gun turrets, flamethrower turrets, and artillery turrets. It's a corner one. I guess we have to call it corner. It's a corner one. And call it walls or wall corner. And we'll need to snap this to grid. 32, 32. With X moved like this. Maybe. Not fully sure. Okay, let's get a blueprint. Let's place it somewhere. Okay, does it fit? It doesn't. We are off horizontally by 1, and looks like vertically by 1 as well. Let's fix this. So we need to shift it by 9, and here by 1, like this, right? Let's try again. Okay, now it fits. If you flip it, it also fits. No, it doesn't fit because the turrets, they like have orientation or what? All right, they do. Okay, let's do it like this. We'll turn it like this. We'll turn this thing like that. And we'll turn this one to look at that side. We'll turn this one to look at that side. If we do it like this, will we be able to do what we want? Okay, I'll just like that. Let's say for now I'll just create a blueprint. I want to see if I flip it. So I flip it, then I turn it, and it fits. Okay, nice. I like that. Let's proceed with this one. So this is gun. This is called wall corner. Wall corner. We have a regular turret. Obviously, flamethrower turret. We are calling this a corner. What is corner? See, corner. Snap into grid. 32, 32, 32. Here we set -9, right? And here we want to say 1. I believe that's our blueprint. Let's double check whether it fits. It does. Okay, great. So now that we have this corner, let's basically stamp it here, here, maybe here, and we'll do the same on this side. 1, 2, and we don't have anything there. That is okay. It's honestly completely fine. We could also get like some other blueprint for straight kind of wall that is ending our outpost, but I don't feel it's actually needed. We should be able to, yeah, it should be fine, just like that. Corner. Okay, let's just paste it like this, like this, like this, and I guess this corner as well, like this. So we have lots of turrets right now from that side, from the above side, and it should give us pretty good protection. Now, the thing that we are missing artillery train. The train that, oh look at that, the mall, it mostly stopped working. It's not really, well, that part is still running, but everything else is not being made. Let's delete. Did we implement inserters? I completely forgot. We didn't, but we could build them right here, together with these assembly machines. Right, let's check what we actually have implemented there. We have combinators. We don't need this part at all. Just not needed. Can be removed. We have the trains and the wagons and this stuff as well, so we'll need to fix this part a little bit. We have radars, for sure. We have these things. We have these things. We have signals. We don't need them. Right, let's go and make sure that we are requesting some radars. Where are our radars? They're probably... Okay, we do have 200. Okay, good. Good. So we are building stuff. Here we probably want to start producing a lot of inserters. Let's say I want like 50 burning inserters. I'm not sure whether I'll even be like building them. 50 of this. You know what? Okay, let's say 50. It's not like we want to really use them. However, fast inserters will go for 100. Filter inserters will go for 100. Since we go for 100. So these are our 4 main types of inserters that are right now unfortunately not really produced, but that is okay. So here, what do we want? We want to have a train that loads a lot of stuff. The problem is that we have this tank in the way. Well, it's not exactly in the way if we are using only this loader and loading from one side, but it's pretty slow. So I'll try to get like faster loader at some point. So we'll reserve this line for a shorter train. We'll have a couple more shorter trains, and this one can be our artillery stuff. So we'll say military, we'll rename it to artillery. This is gonna be our artillery train, and we will set it up now. Okay, so we are setting this up. This thing placed here and there. This stuff, where is it? How do we do it? Like that, I guess. The loader. Let's just copy the loader, this whole thing, and we'll just paste it there. And we also need to copy this part, the part with signals, and we'll have to rename our station again. We'll rename it to artillery. So one thing here to keep in mind: this train, the wait, no, this is trash train. This one, the military train. We actually want to have, let's say, 10 artillery turrets. Well, actually, you know what? Let's make it Should we make it 50? Let's make it 20. What does my spreadsheet say about that? Spreadsheet says that for military train, yes, I'd like to bring 20 turrets. And another thing, I actually would like to change a little bit the sea train. I don't want sea train to bring storage, tank, and the pump. I don't want that. I want this to be available in the military train. So let's say we want storage tank. How many did we need? I think we needed like 10 or something. And we wanted pumps. Let's go for 10. And another thing that I want specifically military train to bring, I wanted to bring this big electric poles. So like 50. The reason for that is that if you have military, if you have like some fighting going on around the outpost, chances are that you might lose electricity, like some substations and the connection, big electric pole, connecting that part to the like power lines, something like power lines that are going along the rails. We could kind of lose them. And yeah, that wouldn't be good if that happens. I'm not sure whether there's an example. Like, for example, here, right? We lost this too due to attack somehow. And I'd like our kind of build to be able to automatically recover from such situations, right? So that's the idea. Actually got very lucky that this connection could be established here. But okay, that's kind of separate thing. Alright, so we have these things, we have this thing, and we have big electric pole. That's good. I think that's good. How many turrets do we have? We have 10 already. Nice. How many are we building actually? How about that? Let's see. The turrets. Yeah, we are going for 20. That's fine. That's a pretty good number. That is a pretty good number. Right, this is not needed. This is about artillery. And for artillery, we want to do the following. We want... Yes, I have it, I have it. We want to have explosives. What are the explosives? We want to have lots of explosives. And by lots, I mean this much. Explosives. We want to have explosive cannon shells. These ones. 800. And we want to have radars. We want to have 200 of this. So this should allow us to build lots and lots of cannon shells. Okay, what's happening? Okay, they seem to be attacking the spot. That's a bit sad. Yeah, the thing is, we should probably be a bit careful in terms of which outposts we are supplying. Let's first supply this one just because it seems to be in a worse spot, and we'll probably start with this part. Yes, so let's do this. Let's say we are going to visit that outpost. This terrain. So, what's happening here? We wanted to go. How come it even got loaded with anything? Because it's not parked at the station. It's not parked. Very strange. What's the conditions that we're using? Picking up military, circuit green, like that. Okay. We are picking up artillery while circuit condition. I guess until the green signal here is greater than 0. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I see. I completely forgot to connect it like that. Okay. Now stuff is working. We are removing stuff that we don't care about, and we are adding stuff that we actually want to have on the stand. So let's go over there, and we'll set up artillery train on this outpost. And we'll have to fix our military train setup. We'll do it. We will do that. You know what? Let's stop there. Let's go. So, this is our regular military train setup. Let's copy it. We are copying it. And we are pasting it here. We'll have our artillery train being there. Okay, we'll have to wait a little bit. We'll wait. It's okay. Why do we have charcoal? Oh no. No. That is bad. We don't want charcoal here. Yeah, we don't. That's the problem. But it's a tiny problem. It's not really a huge deal. Because we are unloading this train. We have like really nice conditions there, right? We are unloading it only if... Yeah, let's just wait for all of this to go through. Maybe we should just pick this up. How about that? We'll pick up the charcoal. And now we can clear this part. Clearing. Oh. Okay. Just don't want this to be delivered somewhere where it shouldn't. But on the other hand, delivering some coal together with iron ore is not really a problem because, well, it could lead to like really far smelters getting stuck on coal, so it's like not great when that happens. But it's also, honestly, it's not a huge problem. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so we did something. I think we don't really have coal there anymore, because we shouldn't. And this part is built, right? Let's rename this. This is artillery from now on. Artillery. And what we want is the following. Right, first of all, let's fix this part. We just said... right, we changed this a little bit. Let's maybe just copy it from here. From here. We'll copy that. Do I want to use exactly the same thing? Well, it's this one, right? Let's see. So I actually would like for now to... And this is looking pretty good, honestly. Let's just leave this as is. And the only thing that we need to change, we need to add storage tank, pump, big pole. Here. Storage tank. I want it to be, I don't know, like 1, pump, 1, and big electric pole. I'm not sure about 1 here. Say like 5. If we have less than 5, then we have a problem or something. Right, and the train should come because we're actually missing big electric poles here. Okay, good. Is this gonna be enough? I believe so. This train doesn't bring these things anymore, so let's not even ask it. We're not gonna ask it. Good. And this train is supposed to be like all about artillery. So let's do that. Actually, we don't need to clear that. We can just copy the artillery part right here. So we're copying it, we're pasting it here. Good. And, you know, let's actually paste it here and just reduce this to like 1. If we are out of these things, and maybe for others, if we have, let's say, less than 20 radars, we'll call it, because I don't want the other, I don't want military train, this one, or maybe, you know, let's do it like 50 radars. I don't want military train to bring radars due to this condition. And actually here, since... Alright, and this train doesn't have radars. Maybe we should add radars to the seed train. You know what, I want to do that. I want to say that seed train will have 10 radars in it. And it will come if you have less than 1 radar. So what I was saying, I don't want the seed or military train to be bringing... Okay, are we calling for radars? Yes, we are. I don't want it to be bringing radars when we run out of them because of military science, because of the cannons, right? It just wouldn't be nice. Right, and now that we have this part built, let's build a tiny block here with assembly machines. I mean, we have only 2 assembly machines. That's kind of sad. It's pretty sad. Right, why are we not calling stuff? Why are we not trying to call the things? That's a very good question. Why? Okay, we want to have green connection from here. So green connection from here, there. I believe we want to have red connection from there. Red connection. Output signal 1, it's enabled. We are trying to have it enabled at the very least. Then, right, but we do this only if green signal is green. So we want to have green connection right there. And I believe we're also missing something else, right? We are missing the red connection from the station. This one. So now this station is enabled, it's waiting for the chain. Let's give it the chain. Let's just say that, hey, you, we'll check the condition. No, that's wrong one. D greater than 0. Let's say it's going to drop off artillery and it's going to go away when D is greater than 0. That's it. Let's go. It's waiting for like some stuff to be created, but it's okay. Right, meanwhile, what we'll do? We'll have 2 assemblers here. I don't know exactly where we should place them. Maybe we should place them like right here. This... Or maybe we have some space there. Do we have some space there? We kinda... Well, we almost do. Or we could do it here. How should we do this? I want to find a good spot for what we'll be doing here. Yes, I think this is a pretty good spot. No. Maybe this one is better. Okay, let's do it like this. Right. I like this. Let's say we'll have provider chest here, and we'll have a requester chest right here, and we'll be producing the artillery stuff. We'll be loading things like that, like that, right? This is a provider. Let's say we'll limit it to just like 1 line to 10. We will not be overbuilding them. Right, this thing we can build. And let's just do it. Let's request. We could even give them the speed, to be honest, but with the speed it's gonna be a little bit tricky. I mean, since we're here, let's do this. Let's just do this. How much stuff do we have? Okay, look at that. We have built these things. We are producing the ammo. It should be delivered to us once in a while. And I might want to clear this train from all these extra things that are not really supposed to be in here. So we could do something like this. And now the train doesn't have any charcoal and it shouldn't get any new. Okay, let's observe. Are we shooting at biters? Okay, we have this thing getting delivered. And the turret is doing something. Right, so we'll slowly start clearing these nests. Look at that, it's working. It's very slow, like the process right now is pretty slow, yes, but it's automated, right? So it got to count for something. I think we'll just be copying these things, and yeah, I'll just copy it and like paste it in here. Should be good enough. We could actually do the following. We could copy like this whole thing with our new setup. Well, I guess new. It's somewhat new, with like different conditions for the chains, and we'll paste it right here. Right, and we'll also paste it, I think, over here. Oh, we have a different one. No, we have the same thing. Let's do this. We'll paste it here, except... oh, you know what? It is okay. We don't need this part. We don't need this part. We're removing it. And yeah, that should be good. Good enough. This part will have everything built except these assemblers, right? Because these assemblers, yeah, they cannot be built automatically yet. So I think that's pretty good. We have artillery deliveries, in theory, on 3 of our outposts. Well, in theory. Actually, let's go there. Because what I'd like to do, I'd like to actually build a couple of pump jacks. And I want to add them there, because I think we might have not enough... we might have a shortage of crude oil. A slight one, but still a shortage. Okay, can we build more? Can we produce one more? I don't think we can. It's okay. We'll just connect things somehow. Maybe like that. Maybe this would do. Okay, and here we also need something similar. Like this. Okay, now something is happening here. I should be getting a little bit more crude oil. 23 per second, 28 per second, 12 per second, 11 per second. Okay, that's not a lot, but it's fine, it's fine. Let's get back. And let's observe what's happening. And we should probably do some researches. I mean, we are really missing purple signs, so it's not like we can do anything right now, but it's okay. It is totally fine. Now let's see. What are we missing? We are missing those things. Building basically like this part, this whole part is missing, and it's missing because, oh, we don't have plastic deliveries here. Interesting. Let's fix that. Let's fix our plastic deliveries. Let's get plastic. We can do that. We totally can do that. Okay, this part can be removed. I probably would want to have plastic delivered here, like a little bit further from here. Yeah, let's do it like that. We'll do the same thing. We'll prioritize plastic going in that direction. We are just going through the place for like another furnace there, but I think it's fine. It's okay. We'll have plastic here, and this should allow us to build a lot of explosive cannon shells. Or what's the name? These things. Explosive cannon shells, yes. Because this thing is missing plastic, and it actually tells us that, hey, we're missing 12 plastic. Well, it needs much more than 12. But yeah, right now it's missing a little bit of plastic. Let's see, we have armor being made here. We have armor being made there. We do not have low density structures. Wow, that's bad. Let's give some of them to the network. Let's just give some of low density structures. Let's say the ones that are somehow able to reach the very end here. These are the ones that we will be using. Oh, okay. The inserter here is a little bit. It's okay. So okay, we'll do it like this. We'll share some low density structures, and those will be delivered to the mall. Now, another thing that I'd like to do, I really would like to do it now, is I want to have a good production of inserters, and I want it to happen right here together with assembling machines. Let's do this. So we'll be using arithmetic combinator as a base because inserters have pretty fast crafting speed, right? That's basically our main criteria. Oh, look at that. It's all getting built so quickly, and the amount of logistic robots that we have, it's like increases relatively quickly. That's good. That's really good. Okay, let's do this. This will be this inserter. This will be that inserter. Another inserter. Lots of inserters will be made here. I'm not sure about this burner inserter. I guess in theory we could produce it. Like, why wouldn't we? Yeah, let's see. So this one requires 5 greens and 1 stack inserter. Let's do this. 5 greens and 1 stack inserter. This one requires 15 gears, 15 electronic circuits. 15 gears, that's a lot. That's a really high number. 15 electronic circuits. And 1 red one, I think. Yes. And 1 fast inserter. Yes, of course. Of course they require fast inserters. Okay. Now, this part is about stack inserters. This part is about this inserters. That thing requires 4 electronic circuits and 1 fast inserter. 4 electronic circuits and 1 fast inserter. We can do that. Okay, good. Here we are going for the purple. We don't need them, it seems. This one will be our regular inserter, and to build that we need 1 iron, 1 gear and 1 electronic circuit. 1 iron. Or is it 1 iron? 1 gear. Right, here's gear. Here is gear. And 1 electronic circuit. Okay, good. So, well, no one wants, like, for some reason we are not trying to build it. 1 iron, 1 gear and 1 inserter. Okay, let's do this. So this is not that, but it's a regular inserter. Great. Next, let's set up the red one. The blue one, it requires 2 iron, 2 electronic circuits and 1 regular inserter. So 2 iron, 2 electronic circuits and 1 regular inserter. Is that correct? 2 to 1, yes. And here we are making this. I think, like, the problem here, right, let's do it like this. Let's say we'll have burner inserter production here, just to have them. And we'll double a little bit on inserter and fast inserter, because these inserters are needed for lots of these things, and I just feel like we might have shortage of this, to be honest. So this is a regular inserter, and this one will be a burner inserter right there. And for burner inserter, what do we need? We need 1 iron gear wheel. So it's 1 iron gear wheel. Okay, good. And for that inserter, we need this configuration, right? And for this inserter, we need that configuration, just like this. So from now on, we should have really good amounts of inserters getting produced. That means that we do not need to have this built here. We do not need to have this one here. We do not need to have this stuff. And I mean, strictly speaking, we don't need this copper cables, but I guess let's keep them for a while. We don't really need these sticks. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. And while we're at it, let's also fix this part and produce some belts over there. So we'll copy this thing, arithmetic stuff again. We'll paste it here and actually no, not there. We'll paste it here and here, because we just need a yellow one. Let's have yellow thing here, yellow belt. No, not this one. Yellow underground belt and yellow splitter, and here we'll have the same for the red ones. Red. I mean, we could have different, like the opposite direction here actually, so that we're kind of following the same layout from outside, right? This one requires 1 iron, 1 iron gear wheel. So this is 1 iron, 1 gear, and the condition is for the belt. This condition is for the underground belt, and this condition is for the splitter. Okay, this condition is for the splitter. Here we have underground belt, and here we have regular belt. Okay, what do we need here? We need 5 gears and 1 transport belt. Let's do it. 5 gears, here there, and 1 transport belt, like the regular one, I think, yep. Okay, we need 40 gears and 2 underground belts. That's a lot. That is a lot of gears. 40 gears and 1 underground transport belt. And here, what we want 10 gears, 10 circuits, and 1 splitter. Let's do this. 10 gears, 10 circuits, and 1, I believe, splitter. Like that, right? For the splitters, we need 5, 5, 4. So it's 5 iron, 5 green circuits, I guess, and 4 maybe belts. I'm not sure. 5, 5, 4, yes. And for the underground belt, what do we want? We actually want 10 iron plates, 5 transport belts. Right, 10 iron plates, 5 transport belts. 10 iron plates and 5 transport belts. Here we have it. So now this block is supposed to work, except we don't really have a request for that. Let's request the stuff over here. And basically like quickly run there, and we'll request, maybe we'll use it here. So for transport belts, I would actually like to have like a little bit of them in case I want to use them for whatever reason. And fast transport belts, let's say we want to have like 500 available. Here I would like to have maybe 200 of this. And for the splitters, I probably want to have just 100. Something like this. I requested them in order to... I mean, we don't really need those. But in case I want to build something specifically yellow, I don't know why, like to save resources, for example, this will work. Let's double check whether this build even works. Like, what's the problem here? It's not trying to build regular belts. Why is that? We requesting 100. Oh, I'm requesting 500. I think I'm requesting 500. And how many we have? Belt. Wow. We have... Okay. 900, it's a lot. It's a lot, so we don't need this part. We don't need this part at all. And we actually don't need to give us these things. We don't need this thing, we don't need this thing. We are not giving those. We don't need... why are we... where are they going? Really? They're delivering stuff from the chest? No, no, no. We don't want that, actually. We don't want this chest here at all. Yes, I think this is looking good. We don't need this part, actually, because we have production of the rails down below. That means that we don't need this part either. The walls. The walls, we are kind of relying on these walls for now, so it's okay to keep them. We do not need to be providing and even building things here. We do not need to be... Wait, how are we using this? Oh, we are using those in order to do the research. Okay, that's okay. We don't need this part, we don't need this part. We don't need this part, and if this is the only purpose of this build, then I would say we don't really need it. Like, this stuff is not really needed. And the batteries here are also, I guess, not really needed. Let's just remove all of that. I think that would be better. Right, because right now we have yellow signs, production kind of split. We are building a little bit of flying robot frames right there, and we are delivering them with robots like right here. But the thing is, we have this awesome build producing, like, it's significantly faster. So we might as well just temporarily rely on this one instead of this one, you know? Yeah, we'll remove all of this. The only part that is missing is kind of these things. I want to implement it here so that we are not, so that we don't depend on that part of the build over there. How do we do that? We basically want to have like this. We want to have 2 requester chests here. We want here to request logistic bots. Okay, so we're requesting logistic bots, 50. Okay, sure. Here we're requesting construction bots, 50. Sounds good. We'll have inserters, however, they will be limited by a condition, right? And the condition here, so we'll be reading robot statistics. We will be looking at, so this is available logistic bots. So this inserter will be checking if X, the amount of available logistic bots, is less than 100, then it's gonna work. The other one will be looking at available construction bots. So if Z is less than, is it Z? I'm not sure, we'll check. If Z exactly is less than 100, then it's gonna work. So these things will be just growing our network, and they're using different ports in order to, well, yeah, in order to kind of balance a little bit if one port is full of something, then I mean, it could still happen that if you have a shortage of, let's say, logistic robots, then both of these ports are full of construction robots. Like, it can totally happen. On the other hand, these ports are slightly to the side. There's not really supposed to be like lots of construction going. And in terms of logistics, they will all probably be like in these ports instead. Right, what's happening? What are we losing? We're losing this part. I don't know why. We probably are not getting the chain. We are probably not getting the chain. What's the problem with the chain? We are missing these things, and these things I'm missing because of the steel. We ran out of steel. Yeah, we totally ran out of steel. It's okay. It is okay. we have lots of steel here. So it's not like it's very hard for us to just, you know, get a little bit of steel. We could even do something like, we could grab like underground belt here, put it here, underground belt here. We could have a stack filtering sorter working from there, and we could just place stuff in a provider chest. And the condition here could be steel. Right, I probably want to limit it to like maybe 2 stacks, just a little bit, just like that. And then we'll copy it, this whole thing, and we'll, okay, we cannot paste it here, that's okay. We'll paste it here. You know what, we are gonna paste it here. We'll just remove this rubber part. And we will actually paste it here, we'll just remove this rubber part. Just like that. Simple. So we lost a couple of rubber parts, but here we re-added them, and now we have lots of steel available in the network, or we'll have lots of steel and we'll just be able to, you know, use that one. So from that moment on, this thing shouldn't really experience any issues. Right, we should have lots of them built. And let's again check the delivery. So let's assume that this train actually has lots of stuff. I would like to make sure that I can build a couple of assembly machines. That's okay. Let's say you're full. Say you're going somewhere. It will go there. And we'll observe exactly what is happening. One thing, for some reason our military train didn't go anywhere. Why is that? The military train doesn't have something. Oh, it doesn't have enough turrets. It's okay. So let's build the spot. I probably really want to catch the train, but my robots are still there. Okay, so now we are building this thing. At some point this turrets will get delivered, so unfortunately we kind of spent everything. Alright, and now we are asking for more. Now we are asking for more of the artillery stuff. Yeah, we'll need to set up a little bit, improve the supply of materials. I'm actually really surprised, by what? I'm surprised by military train. What's the problem here? The problem is with this one. And what am I missing? We are missing steel. I see. So the problem here was the steel, that's why the turrets were not really available, and that's why the military train here was not delivering stuff. It's okay. It's okay. Let's observe. Let's take a look at this thing. We are trying to get a lot of explosives. And where are all our explosives? The production of explosives is kind of stopped, or not? Oh, we have them going here. We have lots of explosives. They're just not getting delivered, I think. Right, because we might be... No, we are not short on logistic robots. Explosives are not... are not delivered. Oh, right, because we already have all explosives here. That's fine. I'm just waiting for this explosive shells. And they are all working. Something is happening here, so that's good. Okay. We don't need inserters, we don't need assemblers at this point. It's looking great. And this base is slowly becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Nice, we should be able to get purple signs soon. And this part actually... do we care about any of this? I think all of this is built now, so we don't actually need that. Oh wait, no. I saw something going. There was iron. Be in mind. Where is it coming from? Where did iron come from? Okay, I'm not sure where it came from. Let's assume it's not actually there. Let's assume we don't actually have iron over there. Let's delete this part. We can probably delete this whole thing at this point. Okay, so in this episode we set up this awesome artillery train that for now is going in some like random directions, let's say. We'll send it over there because I know that these things always need... They always require some ammo. Okay, this can be moved actually. And let's observe what's actually happening here. We are building a lot of artillery shells, and they are just clearing some area around the bases because we want this area to be, like, you know, slightly cleared, just a tiny bit. Want to have a little bit more stuff. Let's check the crude oil. We have some amounts of crude oil. It's not the greatest one, not the largest one, but it's kind of there. So basically now the idea is that we will wait for artillery train to supply all of this, like 3 points, 3 outposts with materials for artillery shells. We'll wait for artillery turrets to be built and for the military train to, you know, deliver lots of things to every outpost or wherever it needs to go. Let's actually take a look. Do we have... I cannot see whether we have artillery turrets. My assumption is that some of these artillery turrets will be built now, and the stuff here... Why we are not building anything? Alright, we are missing the shells. It's okay. And they will do some shooting here. Like, clear the area a little bit. So that's my assumption. We'll see. We don't need to actually, like, keep looking at that part. It will just work. And look at our base. Well, our mall. It's the mall. It's not the base. It's just the thing that will be supplying materials for the real base that we'll be making. And it's the thing that is, like, supplying the trains so that they are doing something. Let's check what is missing here. What do we need? Oh, nothing is missing, it's just slow. This is just slow. This thing is just slow. This was missing some steel, and now it's just slow. Okay. That's okay. Great. Let's take a break. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 57, where we set up artillery trains. Cheers.